Hi guys, today I'm back to film my Pan That Palette video. This is my Naked palette, which is what I want to pan in 2015. This I wasn't able to film before Christmas like I was my Project Pan video, so this and my MAC Fabulousness Warm Eyes might look a little different because I have used them a lot through Christmas. But I'm going to go ahead and go through the shadows and talk about them. As you can see, Virgin down here is completely gone. There is nothing in that one. It's been gone for a long time, so I'm kind of nice to have one shadow done and out of the way. Sin, a pretty decent amount of pan is showing, but there is kind of a lot of eyeshadow around the edges and stuff, so that might take a little while. Naked, pretty much the whole bottom of the eyeshadow is gone. It's just basically the sides and edges, so that shouldn't take too long. Sidecar, a decent amount of pan is showing, but what I do like about this one is it's really thin. There actually isn't a ton of eyeshadow around the edges and end, so it's pretty consistently thin all the way through, and I don't think will take too long. Buck is kind of the opposite. Sorry for the noises. I've used it when I use Naked, so I kind of thought that they would hit pan around the same time and be done about the same time, but for some reason they're not. Buck, I just have that little bit of pan showing, but it's also it's pretty much completely full down here. It's completely level with the pan. So this is going to take a while. Half Baked, I feel like is pretty close, but it's kind of a lot like Sidecar. It's consistently pretty much thin all the way through. It's not like one end is deeper or closer to hitting pan than the other. So I don't think that'll take too long because I feel like it is getting kind of close. Smog, kind of the same thing. It's a lot fuller than Half Baked, but it's again consistently the same amount of eyeshadow from up here to down here. Dark Horse, I don't know. It's kind of consistently thin all the way through too, but not a lot of pan showing. Toasted, I would say that's pretty full. It's a pretty full eyeshadow, which is kind of funny because I do use this one quite a bit. And same thing with Hustle. It's really actually Hustle's used a little bit more than Toasted, so a little bit better progress than Toasted. And then we go into Creep and Gunmetal. These two I've barely used. They're basically brand new full eyeshadows, so these are going to take the longest for me to finish. But that is what that looks like. I think I can definitely finish this in 2015. I'm obviously more worried about the shadows on this end of the palette than the things that are down here. But I am going to repurchase this once I finish it because it's a really awesome palette. So the other reason I am kind of a little worried, I guess, about what I will finish and what I won't, is I decided to add this MAC Fabulousness Warm Eyes set with it because this already has such a great start from being in Project Pan before that I decided to add this with it to make it a little more complicated. And as you can see, this first one, which is Glamour Light, has quite a bit of pan showing. I like to use this as my brow bone highlight, and Retrospect has a little tiny bit of pan showing. Retrospect I used a lot through the holidays because it's kind of a nice, pretty classic gold color. So I use that a lot through the holidays and stuff, but the other three shadows in the palette are pretty much like full eyeshadows. I have used them, and Sketch is starting to get a little bit of a dip in it, and so is this one, which is Honesty. I think I always call it Lucky because it's kind of copper color. But that is kind of the dip. You can kind of see it right above my finger for Honesty. And then Sketch, you can kind of see about half this looks like it's got a little bit of a dip in it. This one in Cognac I've barely used though, so this is going to be really hard to use too. But I just figured that this combined with the Naked palette would be very similar to doing like a full Naked palette pan. So that is kind of why I combined the two, but yeah. I think I'll be able to finish them. I'm just a little worried about some of the shadows in this and some of the shadows in this. But yeah, I will be back again on February 5th to do an update as to what these look like. And I'm hoping for some really great progress, but at the same time, I did use these both a lot around Christmas, so I'm kind of not using it as much this month, but I'll definitely try to get some good progress. So that is it for this first update video because there isn't a whole lot to talk about, but yeah, I will see you guys back in February. Bye.